A massive slot jackpot is supposed to be your lucky break. But ex-casino insiders reveal the second the reels lock in your favor, the celebration freezes, the lights become alerts, and an invisible network springs to life, not to reward you, but to control what happens next. Most players think hitting it big means cash in hand and a free walkout. That is only what the casino wants you to believe. What actually unfolds behind the scenes has never been publicly explained until now. If you ever plan to gamble, you need to see what is about to happen after your dream win. The instant a major jackpot lands, the machine's celebration is for show. Internally, it is all business. Reels freeze in place. No more spins, no more button presses. The buttons go dead. The credit meter locks, and the screen flashes the message: Jackpot. Call Attendant. This is not just a pause. It is a full system lockdown, triggered automatically by the software the moment the payout crosses a preset threshold. In most US casinos, that threshold is $1,200, set by federal tax law. For six-figure wins, the response is identical, instant, automatic, and absolute. A former slot technician describes the rush. You hear the jackpot sound, but that is not for the player. That is the cue to move. The machine has already fired an alert to the casino's network. Every slot is tied to a central management system. When a big win hits, the event is logged and flagged in real time. Within milliseconds, the system knows which machine, which amount, and which player card if one is in use. The lights on top of the cabinet, called the candle, start flashing in a specific pattern. Regular players see a celebration, but floor staff see a coded signal. A rapid double blink means jackpot. It is a silent call for attendants, supervisors, and sometimes security to converge. The goal is clear: preserve the machine's state exactly as it was when the win occurred. Every meter, every credit, every symbol on the reels is locked in. Nothing can be changed until the all-clear is given. Dealers on the floor recognize the shift in atmosphere. One former dealer recalls that you can spot a real jackpot by the way the energy changes. The winner is cheering, but the staff are already moving in. The area around the machine gets a little tighter, and everyone knows not to touch anything. The machine's network alert is more than just a record for accounting. It is a time-stamped message that starts a chain of custody. The central system logs the event, and the surveillance team gets notified. If the machine is part of a progressive bank or a wide-area jackpot, the alert also pings the progressive controller or even an external network, freezing the jackpot meter and recording the win across multiple systems. This prevents disputes, tampering, or accidental resets. For the player, it feels like a dramatic pause. For the casino, it is a critical security procedure. Every second counts. If anyone tries to insert a bill, cash out, or press a button, the machine simply ignores them. Staff are trained to arrive quickly, verify the machine ID, and start the formal verification process. No payout, no celebration, and no next spin until every detail is confirmed and logged. In those first frozen moments, the casino is not thinking about luck. It is thinking about control and compliance. The celebration is on hold until the system says otherwise. Inside the surveillance room, the atmosphere is clinical. Rows of screens, operators hunched over controls, eyes tracking every movement on the floor. The moment a jackpot alert hits the network, the video management system drops a digital bookmark onto the timeline. That marker is tied to the exact machine ID, the timestamp, and the location, so there is no chance of confusion later. The operator's hands move quickly, a few keystrokes, and the system jumps back to the seconds before the win. Cameras covering the slot bank are called up automatically, each angle synced to the event. Overhead, side, and wide shots are all recorded in high definition, all ready for forensic review. A former surveillance operator describes the process. When that alert pings, we are not looking for celebration, we are looking for evidence. Our job is to make sure everything about that win stands up to scrutiny. First, we zoom in on the player's hands. We check for anything out of place, a phone, a device, an odd movement. We track the buttons, the bill validator, even the player's lap. If anything looks suspicious, we keep digging. Operators do not just watch the obvious. They use digital zoom to scan chrome panels, glass edges, even the reflection in a player's watch or glasses. A glint could reveal a hidden phone or a partner signaling from behind. Every detail is captured and stored, with the incident bookmark locking the footage into an evidence partition, protected from deletion or overwrite. The system retains pre-event and post-event footage, ensuring the entire sequence, from the moments before the spin to the aftermath, is preserved for audit. The review is methodical. Operators compare the player's actions to the machine's logs, making sure the physical actions match the digital record. If more than one person touched the controls, or if the winner stepped away and returned, the footage is flagged for further review. Surveillance teams are trained to spot coordinated moves, quick glances, subtle gestures, or anything that hints at collusion. In high-value cases, they may even watch for repeated patterns across different machines or days. Nothing about this process is left to chance. The video management system tracks who accessed the footage, when, and for how long. Regulatory rules require that jackpot incidents are stored for weeks or even months, depending on the jurisdiction. If a dispute arises, every second of relevant footage is ready for investigators, auditors, or law enforcement. Only after the operator is satisfied that the win is clean, with no devices, no signals, and no anomalies, does the process move forward. Until then, the player remains just another face on a screen, frozen in time, while the eye in the sky decides if their luck is real. A floor manager steps into the chaos with a single priority: control. In those first moments after surveillance gives the all clear, the area around the winning machine becomes a zone of strict order. Staff create a soft perimeter, keeping bystanders at a distance, and making sure only authorized personnel approach the machine. The floor manager's approach is deliberate. No handshakes, no high fives, just a quick scan of the scene. Their mantra is simple: freeze the zone, verify the player, verify the machine. The first check is always the asset plate. Every slot machine carries a unique identification number stamped on a metal plate somewhere on the cabinet. The manager records this number, cross-checking it against the casino's internal system to ensure the jackpot event matches the right machine. This is not just paperwork, it is the foundation for every step that follows. A mistake here could unravel the entire payout process, or worse, open the door to disputes and regulatory headaches. Next comes the player. If a loyalty card was inserted during the win, the process moves quickly. The manager pulls up the player's account, confirming the name, photo, and account number against the person at the machine. The card acts as a shortcut, linking the win to a verified identity already in the system. For staff, it is a relief. For the player, it means less waiting, fewer questions, and a smoother path to the payout room. Identity confirmed, the flow is faster. But when there is no card, everything slows down. The manager asks for government-issued ID, driver license, passport, or another form of official identification. Age, name, and eligibility are checked on the spot. In some cases, a second piece of ID is requested, especially if the win is unusually large or there is anything out of the ordinary in the player's behavior or appearance. If the player hesitates or cannot produce the right documents, the process pauses until everything checks out. Move slowly and carefully is the rule when documents are missing. Former floor managers describe this as the most stressful part of the job. Every detail must match: the person, the ID, the player's presence at the machine at the exact moment of the win. Surveillance footage is reviewed again if there is any doubt, especially for no card winners. Staff look for signs that someone else might have pressed the button, or that the winner left and returned. In rare cases, disputes over who actually owns the jackpot can drag verification out for hours. The emphasis is on matching details in time. Throughout this process, the machine remains untouched. No one inserts money, presses buttons, or tries to print a ticket. The locked state is strictly enforced until the manager gives the go-ahead. Staff document every step, recording times, names, and the asset plate number on a jackpot slip or digital form. For the casino, this is a chain of custody, an unbroken record that ties the win to a specific player, machine, and moment in time. Only when every check is complete does the process move forward. The floor manager signals for the next step, opening the cabinet for internal verification. Until then, the zone stays frozen, the machine stays locked, and the celebration is still on hold. Slot technicians move in, not with a sense of celebration, but with a checklist and a sense of caution. The area around the locked machine is already cordoned off by floor staff, but nothing happens until 2 authorized employees are present, usually a technician and a supervisor. Dual control is the rule. One holds the cabinet key, the other logs the access in the system or on a manual form. Every action is watched by surveillance, every step documented. Opening the main door triggers its own event in the machine's log, time-stamped and tagged as "Door Open." Inside, the tech heads straight to the audit panel or service menu. Here, every major event is recorded. Game starts, spins, payouts, errors, and crucially, the jackpot trigger. The logs are dense but precise. Each line shows a timestamp, the machine's unique ID, the bet amount, the outcome code, and the exact credit balance before and after the win. For progressives, the log includes the jackpot level and controller confirmation. The technician scrolls back to the moment of the winning spin. The logs must show a clean sequence. Spin initiated, the random number generator outcome recorded, reels stopped, credits awarded, jackpot lockup engaged. Any gap, delay, or mismatch, for example, if a jackpot is logged at 14:23 and 16.902 seconds, but the credit meter updates at 14:23 and 20 seconds, raises a red flag. Error codes are checked next. If the system recorded a real tilt, communication loss, or memory fault within seconds of the win, the payout is frozen. No money moves until the anomaly is resolved. Technicians are trained to look for subtle signs of malfunction or tampering. A mismatch between the displayed jackpot and the internal meter is cause for immediate escalation. If the machine is part of a linked progressive, the technician confirms that the local log matches the progressive controller and the casino's central management system. For a wide area jackpot, the controller's record is considered the final authority. In rare cases, the logs reveal a deeper problem, a timing glitch, a communication drop, or an error in the progressive meter. When that happens, the machine stays locked. The technician notifies management, and the incident is escalated to regulators or the manufacturer's lab. The machine's memory may be dumped for forensic analysis, and the player is told the payout is on hold, sometimes for hours, sometimes for days. But when the logs show a perfect match, no errors, no gaps, and every meter aligned, the technician signs off. The supervisor adds their approval, and the chain of custody is complete. Only then does the process move to the payout phase. For the player, it is a tense wait. For the casino, it is a critical test. The integrity of the system depends on these logs. Every jackpot, no matter how routine it looks on the surface, is a potential audit. The machine's memory is the final witness. The walk to the payout room is short, but the atmosphere changes completely. Gone are the flashing lights and the noise of the casino floor. Here, it is all fluorescent bulbs and quiet voices. Every jackpot over $1,200 means paperwork, and the process is designed to leave nothing to chance. The floor manager sits across a desk, forms already in hand. The first step is always identification, government-issued ID, social security number, and sometimes a second document if the win is especially large or if anything does not match. For U.S. players, IRS Form W-2G is unavoidable. The casino is required by federal law to report any slot win of $1,200 or more, and that means your full legal name, address, and tax ID are recorded on the spot. If you are not a U.S. citizen, there may be extra forms and, in some cases, automatic withholding before you see a dollar. Everything is recorded, every signature, every line filled out, every confirmation. Cameras in the payout office capture the entire process, creating a permanent record for regulators and auditors. The manager double-checks the machine ID, the amount, and the time of the win against the logs. Only once every box is checked does the payment come out. For smaller jackpots, the payout might be a neat stack of bills counted in front of you. For six-figure wins, expect a check, sometimes with a portion in cash if you request it. The payout is never rushed. Staff count and recount, then ask for your signature one last time. The celebration is over. What is left is a stack of paperwork and the money that, at last, is officially yours. A former casino host remembers the moment their phone buzzed with a jackpot alert. As soon as the system flagged a high-value win, the host's profile for that player popped up, showing name, loyalty tier, recent play, and the amount just hit. Within minutes, the host was on the floor, ready with a smile and a menu of offers. Free drinks, a gourmet dinner, a suite upgrade, whatever the player's comp budget allowed. The goal was simple: keep the winner feeling special, and more importantly, keep them in the building. Casino customer relationship management systems are built for this. The moment a jackpot is logged, especially if the winner used a player card, a real-time alert goes out. Hosts are trained to approach with congratulations and subtle encouragements to stay. The offers are not random. They are calculated based on how much the player is expected to lose over time, not just what they won tonight. Behavioral research calls it the house money effect. Winners feel bold and are more likely to risk their payout. The casino's job is to nudge that feeling along, offering just enough hospitality to make leaving feel like missing out. That is why former hosts say the smartest move is to decline the next free drink or comped meal. Take the payout, walk directly to the exit, and celebrate off-property. The only way to win for sure is to leave with your money. That is the rule every veteran repeats: get paid, get out, do not look back. Today's casinos turn every big win into a data point, analyzed, tracked, and leveraged in real time. As gaming floors grow ever more automated, the real contest is not luck against odds, but people against engineered persuasion. In that environment, knowing the system's playbook is your only edge. Share your thoughts below about what you would do after a jackpot.